cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe. And I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I am on a financial freedom journey with my family. I am a full-time working mom who loves to share on YouTube as just a fun little side hustle and just a fun accountability partner. You guys are all my accountability partners on this channel to make sure that we are making good financial progress, because without sharing my journey, I truly do not believe we would be where we are today, which is in a very different financial situation than we were just a few years ago. So every single week on Friday, I share our progress towards our financial goals. And that also just helps me keep accountable to be sending money to our goals every single week. We started doing this when we were on our debt-free journey back in the very beginning of 2020. So that is almost 3 years ago now, which I just had to think about that for a second, because it does not feel like 3 years has passed since we really started to get our finances back together, but it has been almost 3 years. So that is crazy. The first 2 years we were on a debt-free journey. So the entire first 2 years from January of 2020 until December 31st of 2021, we were paying off debt, and I had 6 figures worth of student loan debt. So if you guys have been around for that long, let me know in the comments down below how long you've been following me. I know a lot of you guys have been here since the days that I very first started posting on YouTube back in 2020. So if you've been here that long, thank you so much for being here. And if you're new, thank you so much for being here as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. It is the second of 5 debt-free Fridays in December, because there are 5 Fridays in December, which is really exciting because it just gives us an extra week to put money towards our goals. So this is for December 9th. Let's go ahead and get into it. So we started this week for our home maintenance fund at $3,850, and that was at 77%. This week we put $200 into savings, which brings this fund to $4,050. So we are hitting that $4,000 mark, which is so exciting. Last week we hit $5,000 in my Roth IRA. So we are chugging along and tracking really well for these goals. I'm super excited. Hopefully we'll be able to finish both of them, but for sure the Roth IRA we should be able to finish. I'm not sure about the house fund or how that's going to play out at the end of the year, but we will see. So that leaves us with $950 left to save. And just as a reminder, again, we have 3 more debt-free Fridays. So these left 2 goals are hopefully can be split out over the next 3 weeks. So more to come on that, exactly what our plan is for the end of the year. I know I talked a little bit last week about possibly kind of switching gears already and maybe not finishing our home maintenance fund. That's kind of something that we've been talking about, because I am expecting to get a bonus, which theoretically, if I get that bonus, we would be able to definitely finish both of these goals, but I'm not sure if I want to continue to work on the home maintenance fund until the end of the year. So more to come on that. I'm kind of tossed up. I feel like we're really at a good point for this, and I don't know that we really need the $5,000 right now, and I have a few other goals that I would love to get like a jump start on and just kind of kick off the new year with like just a little bit of a kickstart. So we'll see. Let me know what you guys think about that. I'm thinking about allocating my bonus a little bit differently than I would in years past. In years past, we've just been putting it towards, well, this is actually the first year that we're not having to put it all towards debt, because the last few years we have put it 100% to debt payoff, but now we are debt free. So it's a little bit more fun to like figure out what we want to do with it, because we don't have to put it towards debt anymore. For the Roth IRA, this is a goal that we're definitely finishing, that we definitely want to finish in the year of 2022. So this is our priority right now. So we started this week at $5,000 put towards our Roth IRA for 2022 on a goal of $6,000. So this year we are maxing out my Roth IRA, and then next year I'm hoping we might be able to do both, but we're going to start with my husband. So every year we'll probably flip back and forth which one we start with, just so that we have like an equal amount in the end. But honestly, it doesn't matter because we're married and all of our assets are shared. Either way, I just think it's fun. I got a comment recently, and it was a great question of why we don't just split this in half and put half in both of our Roth IRAs. And honestly, there's not really a good answer for that, because I don't know. I just feel like that's what we decided to do. in my opinion, a little bit more fun to like max one of them out than just put half and half, because this year I knew that it was not going to be realistic for us to max out both. I'm hopeful that next year we might be able to max out both, so this might not be a problem going forward, but for now we just decided to max out my Roth IRA. I also have less saved for retirement, so it just made sense to kickstart our like additional retirement savings with mine because I have less saved. So that was kind of the reasoning behind it. But honestly, there's really not like a good reason. I think that no matter what you're doing, if you are putting money towards retirement, that is awesome and you should be very proud of that. So whatever you decide, it doesn't really matter in the end, but that's just kind of how we decided to do it. So we're going to start with my husband's in 2023. And then if we are able to, we will max out mine after his. So we're just going to kind of do it like that. So we are also both putting money into retirement through our employers. So this is just like an extra. This is not our only retirement savings. So in my mind, this is just like icing on the cake extra that we don't like really like quote unquote need to be doing. I mean, that's completely a whole nother tangent I could go on, but we don't really need to be doing this necessarily. It's just a goal that we wanted to work on. So that's kind of the reasoning behind that. But that was a great question because I definitely think that that's a good way to do it. And maybe we'll do that in future years if we feel like we don't have enough to max out both. But I am hopeful, we're like thinking hopefully about 2023. I'm hopeful we'll be able to max out both, but we're going to start with my husband's and we're going to finish out mine this year. So that leaves our week ending for our Roth IRA. We put $265 in this week, and then that leaves us with an ending of $5,265. So we are at 87%, which is awesome. We are so close to finishing this out. And like I said, we should be able to finish this one for sure by the end of December. So I'm really excited about that. That was a huge goal. And just the way that things went this year, I'm just super happy that we've been able to get this far. So for side hustle income this week, nothing too exciting. Just one thing actually for this week that I had, which was $10 from Facebook Marketplace. I think I talked about last week, I was really wanting to just declutter, clear out things. I posted a reel last week about like cleaning out my upstairs closet, which was like a literal disaster. It was so honestly embarrassing. We kind of just threw things in there when we moved and then I like forgot about it. So I did a like declutter and clean out. I brought 2 giant boxes to the thrift store. We donated a bunch of books to our library, which is one of my favorite things to do. I love donating books to the library. We don't buy books very often, but anytime we do buy a book, when we're done reading it, we always donate it to the library because we want to just, I feel like that's such a good thing to do with old books. So if you guys have any books that are in, good condition, then I would highly recommend finding a local library that will take them, or even those like little libraries that you guys may see in your towns. I know we have a few by me. They're like the little libraries that are like in people's yards or like in business yards and stuff. And they're just like little local libraries that you just put books into and then like people can take them and place books back as well. We love to donate things like that, and I find it really just awesome to be able to share the wealth of like books and knowledge and stuff like that. So we took giant boxes to the thrift store. We took a box of books that we had between children's books and my husband and I's books that we have had over the years to the library, and it just felt so good to get out of my house like all of this stuff. We had literally, my trunk was full of donations. So yes, that was what we were trying to focus on. And I also did sell one item on Facebook Marketplace. I've been trying to sell some of our like baby items because my youngest son is our last baby. And so we are just trying to like clear things out as he is getting older. He's almost 1 year old now. So a lot of the like really little baby stuff we just don't need anymore. So I was able to sell one of those things on Facebook, and it went to another mom, and she actually sent me a photo of her baby using it, and oh my gosh, it was so sweet. I love moments like that where like somebody thinks of you after you sell them something. It was so like made my day. But anyways, that is all I have for you guys for this week. I will go ahead and color in my trackers and then come back to close out the video.
It's falling down and the storm is on its way, but as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first one.
All right, so that is all I have for you guys for this week. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and I hope that you guys are enjoying Debt-Free December as well as I am. It's been so fun to just film some extra videos for you guys and film some different kind of videos that I don't normally film. So lots more to come this month. I'm so excited to be sharing with you guys. I will talk to you guys here on Monday. Bye, guys.